It's got a bit of heart.
And not only that, common sense. I mean, 26 cents, that's not a lot of money. I mean, surely they probably could have paid the 26 cents. For God's sake, it was a kid in an elementary school. You know, it wasn't like the kid knew anything. The kid just went in there to get lunch, and then it was thrown away. And the sad part about that really upset me was that they threw it away right in front of the kid's face and all the other little kids that were around. Like, really? Is that necessary to do that? I don't think so.
No, pathetic.
Yeah.
Absolutely
But
pathetic.
Anyway, at least they have a new policy now where they will notify families once the account is down $1. So, which is still a joke to me when I think about it.
So how are they going to notify the families? How are they going to do that?
I guess via email, they'll notify via
God,
email
you
or
hope
text.
so, eh? But, you know, if they give the kid a note to take home to mum and dad, you know what that's going to be like. Eh? They won't get there. Kids don't take notes home to mum and dad, you know?
No. And especially report cards. They don't take those home either.
Can't blame them for that. I never took mine home either.
I remember one report card I didn't take home because I got a D, and I was scared to death that I was going to get in trouble. I can't remember what subject it was in, and I remember the teacher taking the report card, and they would pin it on our jacket or our shirt. And I remember as soon as I walked out of the building, I unpinned it, and I took my feet and I stepped on it, and then I tore it up and threw it inside the trash can. So I get home, and my mom is like, "Where's your report card?" I said, "Well, we didn't get any report cards." She goes, "Well, that's interesting. Your brothers and sisters all have report cards. Where's your report card?" I said, "I don't know, Mom. My teacher just didn't give me the report card." So, of course, by the next day, Mom calls the school, and the teacher's like, "Yeah, I gave Victoria her report card." And then I started crying, and I fessed up. "I threw it on the ground, and I stepped on it, Mom. I got a D, and I was afraid I was going to get in trouble." I'll never forget that. I was scared to death, you know?
Oh,
anyway.
yeah.
All right, I've sort of veered off topic there, bringing back old memories. Yeah, I'm sorry. Let me continue on. These bad memories are still in my brain. So for years, nutritionists and doctors have been telling us to eat breakfast because skipping it makes it difficult to lose weight. Well, that may not be true. A new study suggests the most important meal of the day may not be as important, at least for adults trying to lose weight. The study in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found dieters who skipped breakfast lost just as much weight as dieters who ate breakfast on a regular basis. The researchers concluded that while breakfast may have several health benefits, weight loss isn't one of them. So there you go, Stu. If you want to skip breakfast, you can do that and you'll still lose weight.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Cool. I might do that.
Yeah.
Go without breakfast and I'll lose weight.
You don't look like you're skipping any meals to me. I think you eat all the time, all of your meals.
Just get on with the news. Get on with the news.
When we return, World Cup mania is taking over, and George Bush celebrates a birthday, and Stu's probably going to run in there and get some bacon and come right back.
Tell you something of interest I've just noticed come up. That's actually, this is our 27th show of International Connection. Did you know that?
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Congratulations to us.
Yeah. 27th show. Gosh, that's gone quick, isn't it?
It has. You decided to keep me around long enough, huh?
Yeah. Well, up until today, anyway. Oh, goodness gracious me. I'm going to hit play on the old gramophone here and get some good music going for you here on 88 FM Seabreeze.
Hello, I'm Emmy Award-winning broadcast journalist Victoria Gaither from America. Join me weekly on Seabreeze on International Connection as I discuss hot topics and current events taking place in the U.S. I'll also take your questions and comments. I look forward to our time together on Seabreeze FM.
As the days of my youth, but the scars on my knees, they tell a different tale. Gone are the days when I used to believe that the lights in the distance were a fairyland made of magical things.
Here with Stu and Vicky over there in Washington, and the time now, 9:37 here in New Zealand. Incidentally, that was a young lady from New Zealand, from down the South Island at Nelson, her name Trudy Wilson, and an album which she put out not very long ago, which was called Naive, and that was a song of the same name. How'd you like that one?
I liked it very much.
Did you?
Very much. Yep, yeah. I sure did.
Yeah, Trudy is a nice girl. I met her when I went down and visited my daughter down in Nelson, and Trudy's mum lived next door to my daughter, so we jacked up and we had a talk, and then we had Trudy's music here on Seabreeze, and of course she's in our featured artists and everything else, and one day we might have her on air here as well, so that'll be cool.
That'll be very cool. Very, very cool. Nice
Trudy
story.
Trudy is hilarious. And Trudy will hear this podcast and she'll do a giggle. But Trudy has, today really makes me wonder, being Friday the 13th, because in Trudy's house, Trudy always has a special Friday. She always has a special Friday. And there's no holes barred. You say what you think. And that's it.
Mm-hmm.
Mother and daughter in this house. And it is their Friday. Their Friday. I'm not going to say anything more than that, but Trudy, Trudy will be having a fit when she listens to the podcast, I know.
Well, perhaps if she comes on for an interview, I'll have the chance to ask her about the special Fridays that she has.
I don't know if you'll want to.
Oh, boy. Well, then if you say that, then maybe I'll keep my mouth shut and I won't ask her then. All right. For those of you that are listening, thank you so much for being with us on Seabreeze FM. And don't forget that you can listen live streaming around the world on www.seabreezefm.com. And you can check out our chat room. Also, I was in the chat room earlier to say hello to everyone. So if you're in the chat room, hello, hello, hello. So we still have some news to tell you about. Tens of thousands of people have flocked to Brazil for the World Cup. World Cup mania is catching fever in the U.S. as many bars and pubs are having viewing parties, but scandal has plagued Brazil over the World Cup, with metro workers striking over wages, and $11 million of public money has been spent on the event, with locals saying that money should have been spent on public services for them. Protesters demonstrated today as activities were kicked off for the first day of the World Cup. Brazilian government is hoping with the World Cup will come big money for that country as tourists are flocking there to Brazil. Former President George H.W. Bush is celebrating his 90th birthday at his family's seaside retreat in Maine, where he spent his summer since he was a boy. A guest list for a private dinner in his honor is being held today, and that includes more than 200 relatives and friends, including some from his White House days. So a very happy birthday to George Bush. A judge says the daughter of American radio personality Casey Kasem has the right to withhold medication, food, and fluids from her ailing father. The judge determined that giving Kasem food and fluids would be harmful and cause more pain for the 82-year-old. His daughter, Carrie Kasem, initially implemented the end-of-life measure on June the 6th. Carrie and Casey's wife has been in a fight over his health care. Casey is known for music radio programs such as American Top 40, American Top 20, and American Top 10. Plus, he did the voiceover for years of Shaggy on Scooby-Doo. Right now, he is in critical condition, and his family members are there at his bedside. And coming up next, Coca-Cola is introducing a new soft drink made with stevia. We're going to have more on that when we return. But first, we're going to listen to some more music. Stu, are you going to play something good for us again? Going into the break?
Seabreeze FM.
Always got good music for you. Just hit the button there and it just sort of jumped over the top of you. Sorry about that. I do apologise. Wasn't intentional. I wasn't trying to shut you up. But, yeah. Rusty and Rose. Rusty and Rose. Losing interest.